the broadcast stage is not up. Sorry. All right, broadcast stage up. Everybody nuked. All right, muted. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the news and updates. My name is Laurel. We're here to share the news with you. And now, here's Donna.
Thanks so much, Laurel. Hello, everyone. I'm Donna McTee, here to help host another in our third year, delivering you the news from around the Altspace VR community. We've had an interesting week here in Altspace VR to share with you, and plenty of news, events, and updates that you need to know. So we started a couple of weeks ago. Mark, our producer, requested that all news and updates events feature the live captioning and instant translation. To enable it, go to Settings and Speech. This powerful feature is still in development and has had issues over the past week, not transcribing some speakers' words and not translating. Please help us help Altspace VR out by paying attention to the captions and reporting to staff when you notice inconsistencies.
Am I back? I think I'm back. You ready?
You betcha.
Okay, so to file a report, please go to Settings, Support, and enter in a message. Upload your logs. Start the message with the keywords for the problem that may direct to the right team that's handling the issues. So things like caption, world building, event hosting, audio, microphone, whatever it is. With a community working together to report clear and specific issues and uploading those logs, that is so important. The developers will be able to respond faster with the fixes.
Now, before we get to news and updates, we want to share with you some user photos and stories about the recent server issue that hit Altspace VR on Thursday. Many community members immediately declared this unfortunate event as a hack or as an attack. Please remember that Altspace VR is owned by Microsoft and supported by some of the strongest security tools available. So take care in making wild claims.
Now, let's see if we can make it simple to understand really what happened. First, and I want to tell you that many people who are longtime, world builders and experts, they knew right away. They recognized what was going on right away. So we had people that were saying, no, it's not that. It's likely this. And staff came in and very, very fast and confirmed it. So I'm going to keep this really simple. Every event world building action we take is stored in a huge database and asset bundles. An asset bundle is content that is shared separately from a game or an application, and then it's loaded in at runtime, pulling informational data about the asset bundle in from the database and scripts so it knows which one to pull in, when, and how. Unity uses asset bundles to store our templates and our kits. When something happens between the database or the script, the asset bundles, usually a server related issue, so to speak, the requests are messed up and different templates and kits are loaded in the wrong places. And that's what happened.
So, what happened? Well, two hospital emergency room template from i3 simulation featured recently in Educators in VR events landed in the campfire or replaced templates throughout Altspace VR worlds. Cars suddenly were parked in the Vista roof apartment, or worlds were completely empty. The biggest problem is that people were falling through the floors as there were no templates and no colliders. Staff in the campfire quickly laid down a plane to catch people when they spawned in, making the white panel look like the campfire was in a wintry snow again. Everything was resolved about an hour with equal parts of laughter and screams. And Altspace VR is not alone. Some of the educators in VR events for Univirtual Experience were rescheduled on other platforms this week due to technical issues. It's just part of the fun.
It was really sad seeing people drop through the floor. I feel so bad. All right, there wasn't an update to Altspace VR this week. Last week's update was supposed to fix some audio issues, but it did, but it also caused a few new ones, and we want to share some tips with you on how to resolve them. Unfortunately, you're not going to know about that.
Unfortunately, you won't know about them until someone actually tells you, but if they do, You will now have an answer. If people are hearing bursts
Mm.
of odd sounds from your mic and you are on a VR headset, hover over your mic and turn off auto level.
If people report an echo and you rarely have one on your 2D or VR headset, turn down your speakers or volume as it is likely being picked up by the microphone.
In settings, audio section, there are now so many options you need to scroll down to see them all. If people are not hearing you properly, your voice is breaking up, or odd sound is coming through, experiment with the new audio filter sensitivity options.
Now, hopefully, all of these things will be resolved very soon as Altspace VR improves their audio quality features.
That almost made me fall off my chair. Okay, recent Altspace VR updates.
Hope, we live in hope.
Yeah. Recent Altspace VR updates have been good for Mac, stabilizing the beta release of the 2D client for Mac users and inclusion in the Apple Store. Are there any in the audience today? We'd like to remind all world builders and kit builders to update to include Mac versions to ensure everyone has a good experience exploring in Altspace VR. If you find a world that is not Mac compatible, use the World Report feature to let them know, because world builders may not actually know that they're not
Yeah.
compliant.
It looks like there's several Mac users that are out in the audience today. So nice. Nice. All right. So the meetup with the program owner, with Keegan, the community event was pushed back to June 2nd due to a scheduling conflict. Keegan is supposed to be here this week to talk about the roadmap for Altspace VR, share stories, and update us on what's next and answer our questions.
Altspace VR staff have requested many times on social media, Altspace VR Discord, terms of service, and even in the campfire, that all moderation actions, help, and issues involving individuals for abuse, harassment, or whatever issues are not to be discussed publicly, but discussed through the Altspace VR support ticket service. Public complaints, arguments, whining, griping about other users, or protests about bans or blocks often have greater consequences. This doesn't mean you can't review Altspace VR or share an experience without naming names. That is your right.
Hmm. But also, Altspace VR is a adult social and events platform. It isn't a therapy group. Over the years, some believe that the amazingly helpful and supportive staff and community helpers offer more
Hang on, just wait,
or a
Laurel.
user.
Okay, Laurel, just start that sentence
Oops.
over again. Just start it over again.
Okay.
The sentence.
All right. Over the years, some people believe that the amazingly helpful and supportive staff and community helpers often offer more than just friendly support. If you or a user is in need of therapy, mental or emotional support, or at risk of self harm, encourage them to contact their emergency services, doctor, or support centers. Yes, it's painful, but this is how we take care of our community, by helping them take care of themselves. Altspace does not provide these services.
The Univirtual experience, hosted by educators in VR and the Virtual World Society, it ends tomorrow in Altspace VR. It was hosted over 20 VR platforms and apps with almost 200 events with thousands of attendees, focused on immersive education and how XR is disrupting education.
Now, HP Virtual Reality and Higher Education is the Infinity sponsor for the Univirtual experience, and they have given educators in VR 8 HP Reverb G2 headsets to give away. Isn't that cool? We've already given 2 away in the last hour in an event that just finished in Engage. And one of the lucky winners was our own producer, Mark won one. Yay! Yay, Mark. Yeah. I was reverb.
Just started. Wow, what a moment.
Okay. You am I back? Okay, we can't wait to see him come in with his new HP Reverb G2 soon. You two will soon have an opportunity, or you will have an opportunity to win one. There isn't much time though. Donna, can you tell them?
If you're not in the EdVR Discord server, go to educatorsinvr.com for a link to join and find information on the contest. For the Univirtual channel, look for the Univirtual channel and upload photographs from the Univirtual experience events you've attended and our stories, experiences, testimonials about things that happened during the month-long event. The more you submit, the greater chance you have to win one of the HP Reverb G2 VR headsets. The deadline is Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. UK time. Winners chosen from a random selection will be announced in tomorrow's closing celebration that's happening right here in Altspace VR.
Keep going.
The closing celebration features Jack Nasty, the amazing beatboxer from New York who performs his VR beatbox events in Altspace VR every Wednesday and Saturday. You will not want to miss that experience. And as usual, we bring you the news from around the Altspace VR community every week and in between. Join us on our News and Updates Discord for updates and related news you can use to ensure you keep updated on what's going on within the Altspace VR metaverse.
Yay. All right. Now let's talk some world building and see how long my net will support it. Okay. The world building and photogrammetry events during the Univirtual experience brought us amazing photogrammetry and phenomenal new worlds built with Unity. Mark Jeffcock inspired us with all of his simple techniques with free tools to capture real world items with photography and bring them into Altspace VR worlds. Mark Gill, known as Carnivore, dazzled all with his week-long series of Unity world building tips and Altspace VR in mind. And if you haven't seen the video from the behind the scenes of the Theater World Tour special event with what Carnivore and Mike and Nira and the whole world building team that's associated with that is doing is not just groundbreaking, it's earth shattering. Seriously, we continue to be inspired by these amazing agents of change and inspiration. And Altspace VR worlds and world builders are better for it. Altspace VR news and updates, and the world tour teams have some exciting plans coming up for the community for world building. So stay tuned for more news on that and get involved. Trust me, you do not want to miss the fun.
Now, as mentioned last week, Jimmy and the team have also updated the Diagnostics Report on the website. It now displays a table with more specific info on the object, the value, what is the number of objects or size, and the eligibility warning for the world to be included as a main event world. It also includes updates to the buttons for listing objects and viewing templates, and links to documentation with guidelines and optimization, and a jump right into the Altspace VR Discord for more help.
Now, Jimmy is also back hosting his Building the Universe events weekly. The next one is Monday. Or Tuesday. Sorry, Tuesday. I'm reading the wrong thing. Tuesday. Join him on Tuesday as he explores world building tips and techniques with Unity, SDK, and MREs. And if you are passionate about world building as much as we are, you do not want to miss that event on Tuesday.
If you missed these events, they are not the only places to improve your world building skills. Look for the many workshops, classes, and events on world building on the events calendar. There are more opportunities than ever to learn about how to build worlds in Altspace VR and to be inspired by world builders. Check out the events calendar for workshops, classes, and meetups for world builders and the regular world tours with Daisy Shaw and the world tours team that meets every Wednesday to tour amazing worlds. Each month, they challenge the world builders to build on a theme. And this month, the theme is cold. Yes, we are encouraging you to build worlds that make you cool down as the heat of summer comes barreling in. So get busy on building worlds that suggest cold, whatever that might mean to you.
Mhm. And I just saw in the last few hours a news report that the West Coast and most across the North America is about to be hit by massive freak high temperatures. So cold is looking better all the time. So we and the same Europe is also being hit too. We love sharing your worlds on our show. If you've built a world or know of one worth sharing here on the news and updates, please let us know in our Discord in the Share Your World in the News channel. We have some fantastic, fascinating worlds that are coming to share with you next week. So get ready for that.
Time for Discord tips. They are back. Did you miss
Yay!
them? Discord is our primary communication tool for Altspace VR events and community. Each week, we bring you a tip to help you thrive on Discord.
Well, this past week, I met some longtime community members who hadn't yet taken the Discord plunge. They came to me, and this is the truth. They came to me because they said, I feel left out. I feel like I'm missing something. Well, they are. So I thought we'd take a moment to introduce you, all of you, to what you're missing by not being in the Discord servers, or at least not in the right Discord servers.
Begin by joining the Altspace VR Discord server. A server is like a forum from the old days, a Usenet group like Facebook, but better. Go to altvr.com/discord to join. You will find channels to help keep discussions on topic. Check out the announcements, feedback surveys, then look around and see what's there. There's an area for feedback and feature requests, another for events, and another for world building. By posting your comments and questions in the right place, means in the right channel, you not only help people who monitor those channels regularly to respond quickly, you also help those who follow you find an answer faster to the same question.
Yeah, always search first. That should be the rule of all problem solving. Search first, then ask. All right. And then dive into the event servers channel. I wish there was a way to highlight this channel better on Discord. There you will find a listing of hundreds of different Discord servers for all of the events in the communities in Altspace VR, including news and updates. Scroll around and join the event servers for the events that you support and you attend. Look for the introduction channel there and introduce yourself. You will find your world expanding and not feel left out anymore.
If you see a join link that says the link is invalid, please contact the event host and let them know so that they can change the link or post a new one. It doesn't mean the server is dead. It just means that they didn't share the right permanent link to their event Discord server.
Now, we're going to have more Discord tips for you as we move forward and deeper into the summer, the hot summer of 2021. And if you have some Discord tips to share with our community, let us know after the show and in our news and updates Discord. We may share it right here on the show.
Now we're going to talk about Altspace events. A couple of years ago, Altspace VR events averaged about 100 a week. We were so impressed. All of those were community generated events. Today, there are over 250 events that happen each week, 36 events a day. That is amazing. All free and open to the public. But what this doesn't tell you is about the invisible events going on here in Altspace VR that you just don't see. And with the new welcome title screen and event codes, you don't even see the attendees on their way to events.
At any time of the day, there could be 2 to 20 private events in Altspace, maybe more, in addition to the public ones. Now, these are meetups, family gatherings, friends gathering, business meetings, workshops, classes, training, conferences. They could be attended by 5 people or 5,000, and you wouldn't know it. That is really amazing. And Altspace also is so big. You have no idea how big it is. You only see the people in this room. You only see the people in campfire. You don't understand there's multiple campfires and people can be anywhere. So it's a huge, huge platform. And our job with the news and updates is to let you know about the public events and what few private, free, and paid events that we know about. Still, that is a huge number of events to cover. It makes our job much harder. So we can't cover them all. So here are just a few of the highlights.
Goddess Callie Allen Watts does a video presentation an hour after the news today on Kali, the Hindu goddess of time, doomsday, and death, known also as the Black Goddess. This event is hosted by Pagans in VR and representative of the amazing diversity of event topics here in Altspace VR.
Now, then afterwards, join them for Ghost Stories, Fairy Tales, and Folklore, a storytelling event modeled after campfire stories. Everyone's invited to share a story about ghosts, fairies, the paranormal, aliens, or folk tales, or just come for a good listen and be inspired by the creativity of storytelling in the ancient tradition.
The TribeXR weekly DJ workshop is on Sunday to bring together developers, VR DJs, and other musicians to learn the ins and the outs of mixing with those veteran DJs.
The Boom Boom Room is part of the Harlem Film House metaverse. This after hours concert series brings you some beautiful music sets by Marvin Gaye, who's tonight, Nina Simone, Whitney Houston.
Ella Fitzgerald, Patti LaBelle, and so much more to bounce and boom your night away. Now, on Tuesday, is
Thank
an
you.
interesting event called Do You Read Me by a new group in Altspace VR called Where Readers Meet Writers. Sponsored by the Playwrights Guild of Canada, the event features Penn Kempt, writer, editor, and publisher of more than 30 books of poetry, prose, and drama, including 17 plays. Bill Gillum, a composer, pianist, and collaborator specializing in experimental music, film, dance, theater, and sound poetry. And then there's Sharon Butala, author of Season of Fury and Wonder, winner of the City of Calgary W.O. Mitchell Book Prize. And last, Stuart Ian McKay, the poet and nonfiction published author. We love it when the arts thrive in Altspace VR, so help support events like this. And my friend Lynn is bringing amazing people to Altspace, so please check it out.
Love that. All right. Yeah, the writer in me just gets all excited. All right. Tuesday is also the LGBTQ plus Pride with Jawsy, the comedy club for 18 and older, joining with the rest of Altspace VR community to celebrate its Pride Month, everybody. It's Pride Month. You better get your pride on. Every year, Altspace VR events unite with the LGBTQ plus community and friends and other groups to show our pride off and honor the diversity in our community. Love it.
Thursday, Health Systems Chat is off to the Alps. Join Chuck for another interactive discussion about climbing the summit of Everest during the VRAR Summit. Over 300 climbers have literally lost their lives climbing the tallest mountain in the world, but trust Chuck to keep you safe as he takes you up on the slopes to admire 360-degree views of Tibet and Nepal.
Bet that's beautiful. Simulation Nation brings you the Nostalgia Zone on Thursday. At the height of the 90s, I don't know if y'all remember this. Some of you weren't even alive then, but I can hope. One of the hottest VR games and kind of movie thing was 13th floor. Now it follows the inventor of the virtual reality simulation of 1937 Los Angeles, and it's filled with simulated humans unaware that they are computer programs. Then, when murder raises its ugly head, as it often does, the real adventure begins. So join Simulation Nation on Thursday and literally step back into time and nostalgic VR.
JTN 191's Game Development Club brings together the creative people in and around game development to talk game dev, game jams, and video games. Check it out. It happens on Fridays.
Next Saturday, the autism team is bringing Professor Inishiguro, the director of Intelligent Robotics Laboratory, part of the Department of Systems Innovation in the Graduate School of Engineering Science in Osaka University, Japan. He's going to talk about how they're developing androids and, new word, Geminoids. How many knows what a Geminoid is? Do you know what a Geminoid is? Okay, one person says yes. A Geminoid is a human robot with lifelike features and appearances and a visible behavior such as facial movements. Aha, Geminoids. He'll be discussing and answering questions on the academic nature of his work and what it holds for the future and how it's being used. So check that out on Saturday.
In a week, Improv VR is hosting a community honey roast, a new feature where they will be roasting a honey roast in honor of one of the community members. They are looking for suggestions. Excuse me. So head to the event right after the news and updates and offer up some honeys that deserve some roasting.
Great idea. See, that's beautiful. All right. Now, check out the nightclubs, the dances, the computer classes, all the workshops, and all the different classes that are out there. Open mics, talent nights, comedy stuff, meditation, thought provoking discussions, and all the fun that is going on here in Altspace VR throughout the week. You don't want to miss a moment.
There is so much going on here in the Altspace VR community and calendar. This show should run for hours if we were to cover them all. We do our best to bring you highlights from this ever growing community, and we are so glad that you are here to share it with us.
All right. Is our drum? Do we have the drum roll back on this? Okay. It is time. Donna, do you want to read through? Let me get this thing turned on.
Sure. Now, what a week. What a month. We've celebrated the 6th anniversary of Altspace VR for over 6 weeks. Laurel, Mark, and I have been deeply involved for the past many months producing the Educators in VR and Virtual World Society's Univirtual experience featuring over 200 events across 20 platforms. We've been very busy, so we thought we'd take a pause and ask you how you've been doing this past month. What events are you hosting or attending? Built or visiting any interesting worlds? How did you experience the server glitch this week? Talk to us. The raise hand button is up and we want to hear from you.
So, how are you doing? What have you been up to in the Altspace VR community? If you have something to share, now's the time. And as a great uncle of mine used to come over, you go, so how the hell are you? That's what we're asking today. Okay, let's see who's up there. So I am computing. You're up.
Hi, I'm CompuBear.
CompuBear,
So
there you
wanna know
are.
how we handled the glitch? We just
Yeah.
asked God to stop shaking the hard drive so that we could go on with our work.
Yay! Excellent. What did anything happen to your worlds or your world or anything?
I was in a world that was really actually kind of nice, and we were playing holograms, the hologram game.
Against humanity. Yeah.
And so it kind of interfered with us playing the game.
You
But
think?
it was more like having an earthquake in the middle of the game, and we all kind of had to take a pause on the game.
Yeah.
So we were just kind of asking the hard drive gods to stop shaking us little electrons around so we could continue going on and playing with our game.
Oh, awesome. That's wonderful. Yeah. Did you fall through the floor?
No, actually we
Nope.
didn't. We just got chicken
Okay.
up pretty bad and kind of, Xed in and out and a couple times I couldn't. It was like I was frozen. Everything was frozen. So
Well, see, Ancient, I won't say your earthquake machine got out of control. You got to keep a better handle on that thing. All right. That's wonderful. I love it. Okay. Charlie Zero, you're up next.
Hi, can you hear me? Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I Thursday morning. I think my the world you get when you first I superimposed over it, and I lost. And 3 of my worlds I'm building erupted. I couldn't enter them.
They're
I
all fixed
had
now,
to.
right?
Well, there was 5. 2 I deleted because they were rubbish anyhow. 3 of them I've got back
no.
by 3 of them I got back by changing or deleting the template.
Oh, well, you shouldn't have had to do that. It should have all completely reset.
No, nothing did. I left it until yesterday, and I went to the administration in the campfire, and she looked at one of my worlds, only one of them, and she said, "Oh, your template's in the red. You need to delete it." And she offered to delete it, and I said, "No, I'll do it because I want to learn." So I deleted it, and I could get back in that world. I've been bringing stuff in. I've been creating templates with Tilt Brush, and I thought it was me. I really thought it was my templates that I created were wrong. Because some
Well,
of
it
them
could be,
were a
but it's
bit.
likely it was this weekend. It was Thursday's buggered up the asset
Another
bundle
friend of
thing.
mine in here, he's lost all his worlds, completely lost. Well, he can't enter any of them. We can enter them. His friends can enter them and invite him to his own world.
Oh, that's really odd. Well, make sure that you tell your friend to submit the ticket in, and also include the links. If anyone is having any problems with the world, make sure you include a link to the world so that the staff can check out all of the specifications on that.
Where'd you find that? In the web page?
altvr.com/support.
Right.
No,
Okay.
help. What is it? It's help support. It just changed. Support. I think, yes. Yep.
Okay, I'll look for that. I'll tell him that.
No,
Right.
it's the
Thank
help
you.
files that changed, but yes, yep, that'll do it. All right. Sorry about that, Charlie.
Thank
Okay, Lance.
All right, so the miss isn't working. All right, so I guess I will say this: I'm exhausted. That's for one, just like y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moderating a lot of events, but since I've helped y'all out and stuff, and done a few other things this month, I've actually learned quite a bit. So like world building, making stuff in Blender and all the other stuff like that, and I've actually learned a lot, but I'm pretty exhausted. So
So for those that don't know, Lance has been working with the Educators in VR volunteer team, and he has been volunteering. He's been moderating at almost every event. You were just engaged with us. You've been in just about everywhere. I don't think you did the gorilla tag, right? But you did all the other stuff.
I wanted to. I still haven't downloaded, so I wanted to do it.
Yeah, and which are the volunteers and stuff. It's just such a gift. It really is to. That's the only way we could make all of these events happen. And so all of the volunteers have been doing. But Lance has also been setting up and helped us to inventory all of the worlds and make sure that our speakers, educators and VR speakers, could actually find them and pick a world and stuff. A tremendous amount of work. So thank you, Lance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I bet you're exhausted,
but fun. Oh,
but
yeah,
it's
I can't
lovely
wait
that
until
you.
next month.
I know, yeah, it'll be over. But you got to see the inside part of how all this works, and so that's invaluable.
Yes,
Love that.
yes,
I
and
love
I feel
that.
for
Great.
y'all.
Yay! I love it. All right, thank you. Okay. Oh, I am Computer Bear. You're back. Did you have something you wanted to add?
Yes, I did. So Toy Story, if you haven't visited, is a wonderful new world created by Terry. That's just by Terry. It's one of many of his worlds. He's kind of an unknown world builder here. He doesn't get a lot of airplay or time, but his Toy Story is literally you go in and you feel like one of the toys in the room, and you can play with the giant sized toys and stuff
Oh,
and
how
activities that are
wonderful.
in the room, and you
Mhm.
feel like one of the toys from Toy Story. And he has done an amazing job of recreating the bedroom with everything, including the giant beds and everything in there is hugely, life size. You feel like you're one of
Wonderful.
the toys. So everyone should check that out. And he has some other amazing worlds you can jump off from there as well. He really should get some more airplay.
Excellent. Well, you just gave him some. Wonderful. I love it. And when you find a world like that, when you have find a place that's magical, it lifts the spirit, doesn't it? It just it's such a feel good to go in and you see these worlds and you want to bounce around and jump on the bed and do all these things. It's just beautiful. I love it. There's no reason to be depressed here in Altspace. Thank you. Okay, Teresa, you're up. Oops. There, Teresa, you're up. Teresa. Let's try again.
Hello?
Teresa, are you up? There, now you're on.
Okay. I just want to say I think it's amazing how many creative avatars people can come up with in Altspace. For example, I've seen people make their avatars look just like characters from movies like the Joker and Chucky the doll and Jesus and things like that. All kinds of cool characters. And so some friends of mine recently decided to make like a avatar slideshow project where we make our avatars look like characters from movies and take pictures of it and make like a slideshow out of the pictures.
Oh, I
And
love that. I love that.
coolest world I visited so far recently was a world called Terry's Haunted Manor, and we put pictures of characters from the game Clue, and they basically made like a haunted house that was like a maze that you had to figure out your way through the maze.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
Oh,
That's all.
nice.
Thank
I
you.
love it. Yay. I love it. We used to have avatar dress up parties. And we do celebrity things. I miss those. We need more of those. Thanks, Teresa. Beautiful. All right, Donna, how about you? How the hell are you?
Probably no comment. It's just been a long month.
It
A
has
long
been.
2 months. I haven't left my well, I told Daniel I've literally slept in my bed 3 times since May 1st. I've been sleeping in
No.
my chair 2 hours at a time. And yeah, it's been awesome.
In spite of the exhaustion, in spite of the volume of work and stuff, what Donna and Daniel and I and the rest of our educators and VR team and Virtual World Society has created over this past month is really something to be very, very proud of. We'll be more enthusiastic and proud of it next week after we get some sleep. But it was really cool. And thank you, Donna, for all of your amazing, amazing hard work. Because we could not do this without you. So it stands as a great testimony for just the brilliant work that you're doing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And trust me, if you knew the volume of work that's involved, you would pass out, which both of us need to do. But thank you, Donna. Beautiful. All right, let's do one last one, and then we're going to round this thing up. And appropriately, it's Darren. Thanks for waiting.
Yeah, I hate to say it, Punk's not the best of all the comments, but only thing that happened to me was actually during the time everybody had the problem with the worlds colliding and changing was all. I checked out my world. It was announced to me what happened, and then ended up different places in my world. I went to different worlds, and anyways, I found out, met somebody, and they had the same problem, and I think it was Pepper Potts I was talking to, and she was in one of my favorites world. All the planes were missing, but all the portals were still in there. It was really funny. But anyways, I said, I guess I'll just take my dinner. I'm gonna make my dinner soon in about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna come back. And I had my dinner about an hour and an hour and a half, and I sort of old runs of Star Trek, came back and everything was fine.
Yep. Didn't take long to get it fixed. I
Oh,
love it.
let me plug in the last second here. I'm just
Mhm.
working on finishing up my Darren in the Chocolate Factory world. It's like 99% done, so I'm gonna have it released probably Sunday.
Excellent.
So I'll
Oh,
go
we
to
look
my
forward to
hub
touring that,
world,
adding
and
that to the tours. Yay.
that's gonna be there.
Awesome. Awesome. Great. We'll make sure everybody checks that out. All right. Thank you. Um, I had the stunning experience of being in the middle of all of the heat of the universal experience, and getting everything ready for the um, uh, closing ceremonies and all this stuff. And I had massive work, and I had set aside Thursday to be my day to get all this done. When the power went out 3 times, and then the internet went off and stayed off, and it took me like 45 minutes to finally get through to report the internet out. The electricity was still on, but the internet out. And they sent me a message saying that your internet will be restored at 3:40 something in the morning. That was like 14 hours later, and I think Donna heard my screams in Calgary from outside Portland, Oregon. I was really mad. So I did as much as I could without any internet access, and I couldn't get phone access either because that was down at the. I could get intermittent phone access from a tower way off, not the closest one. So it was very painful, very painful. So I missed all the fun you all had. But I'm glad the earthquake machine, Ancient, I will say, going to fix that earthquake machine. Make sure it doesn't misbehave again. All right, Donna and everyone, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. That's all for this week's news and updates. We do this for you for free. We are not Altspace VR employees. Our team works hard every week to gather the news and information to help our community keep up with everything that is going on right here in Altspace VR.
When news you need to know happens, we share it on our News and Updates Discord so you can get the news through the clutter of information. Please tell a friend and share our Discord and YouTube channel so others can keep up with the news in and around Altspace.
Thank you for being here every week to share the latest updates from around the Altspace VR community. We live stream the news onto YouTube every week, and you can catch up with the past episodes and learn more about Altspace VR events, especially our anniversary episodes and all of our projects and news community activities.
This really is a labor of love, and we love our volunteers team members who help gather the news as reporters, people who moderate and help us put this show together every week. If you'd like to join the News and Updates team, please let us know after the show. We need every ability and every talent, and we'll help train you in event hosting and management and moderation. This is your show as much as ours, and we'd love for you to be a part of it.
We're going to hang around after the news for just a few minutes. We have lots of work still left to do for the universal experience, to answer your questions, to talk about what you're doing in Altspace VR. So stick around. We'd love to chat with you.
Thanks to all our news and update volunteers and moderators that help make this event such a success. Thank you, thank you. So in these uncertain times, please be safe wherever you are in the world. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Donna.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Yay. So if anybody would like to go see Toy Story, the what? The what is? Oh, world domination. It is. It's funny she used the earthquake analogy. TBG story, we ran out of time to talk about that. Is it? No, I didn't say that. Darren
what I
was just
was
Oh,
dying.
I cannot wait till next month.
Was how this
No, I
how it
was.
turned
I had
this
a heart
off.
attack